Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Pats, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Stafford.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
A big play there for L.A. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the deep.
Touchdown! Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 70.
And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Bolden on the return.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. To throw on second down is Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings, for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
They'll run on first down with Akers. He's got it to the 43 here. You can look at this Patriots defense.
They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Drill right, 22.
Now Stafford. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Now Stafford's going to move him around.
Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready. Right, 50. Hurry up, get set.
To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They can look at this Patriots defense.
They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Flush to his right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Now Cunningham. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 3.
Crack all 80.
They run once more with Stevenson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Off-play action, it's Cunningham. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll try and run for this with Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. The Patriots at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
65 cat, 65 cat.
Now Cunningham. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You come back with a strong run game if you want to. And
he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
And it's fielded at the 34. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Cougar 19.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but the play, they say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're good training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
On 4th down, Cunningham working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Patriots first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Rolling to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Now Bolden on the return. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Under pressure, they got him again. Bobby Brown providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Stafford. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
First down, Rams.
Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Stafford now to throw. Akers back-to-back catches. And he gets it down to the 32. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set, temple.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
He gives it up. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Stevenson.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And he's got it.
And the Patriots are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
Touchdown!
Devin Duvernay.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, Los Angeles.
Open man right side is Cup complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw.
And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 42. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
Ready.
Going right back to Akers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A little short pass. This is Everett. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This 2nd and 4.
Alert!
Here's Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Rams.
Here's Stafford. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Cunningham. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Akers going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Akers again. pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal?
And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's not going to get in. They'll stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Patriots get the football back.
Okay, ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 10.
70 Lions. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
They'll throw again from their own end zone.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's go now.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mustang 19. Rig alert, rig alert.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
19 Lions. Go.
Cunningham to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down.
Back to Stevenson on first down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
The Cunningham's throw is on target to Duvernay.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Down the right sideline.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 39 that time.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Cunningham looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Dallas Goedert from 3 yards out.
And the Patriots are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Ryland on for the extra point.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Next to score, Patriots 34, Rams 7.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best.